morning everyone, how are we all? It's another wonderful day. If you're watching this, you're alive. Apparently we're heading into a heat wave. Who knows? My IAM training carries on, and training to be a local observer. So I'm learning to take people out to do an observed ride. You go through that process almost if you as an associate, and the observer's point of view as to how you're greeted, how you're treated, and how things are marked, how you observe people's riding, and just generally picking up the finer points of somebody's ride, or the lesser than finer points of somebody's ride, and coaching them on how to improve. Yes, so it'd be quite an interesting challenge. It's been okay so far. It's not really been that difficult so far. I mean, so what I'll do is when I'm going home tonight, when I video tonight, I'll do like a commentary. Right, so it's the other end of the day and we're heading home. Ooh. And she goes. Take it this way because I've got a wider sweep. Oop. Right, so as I said earlier, I'm going to do a commentary on the IAM way, as it were. Right, so looking ahead, so I can see traffic ahead, all in a queue, waiting for the traffic lights, keeping over to the third lane position. I'm going to go along the broken chevrons here, indicator on, looking into my mirrors, taking a gentle corner and around, and away we go. Traffic ahead of me, mirror, still signalling right, cancelled, and I'm going to head round the roundabout. Head of the queue. I'm going to come over to the centre lane. Okay. Just checking mirrors, just to make sure nobody's coming up. All clear. Indicating left. Over to the right hand side of my lane. Just keeping a check on the rear. I'm going to filter now and try and join further down. Looking a bit tight, so I'm not sure I'm going to worry about that right now. There's a lorry there. He's going to need room to get round, and of course, being an Arctic, he's going to come across the lane. Just checking mirrors, making sure I've got nobody coming up the middle, filtering. I'll let this guy go. Okay. So I'm going to go down the outside here just to make up some ground. Indicator off, just checking mirrors, keeping to the third position, checking mirrors. Now I could go down and filter, but it goes down into two-way, not enough room to do that, and it would be silly to do it in case somebody else isn't concentrating. So I'm staying in the command position, keeping behind the car in front enough room so I can see down the left hand side, see what's going on. Mirror check. Don't want to get too close to the car in front as it obscures my vision. We're in a 40-mile-an-hour limit. I'm going to be turning left in a while, so I'm just keeping an eye on what's going on behind me with regular mirror checks. So we have a red light ahead. So I'm just going to come over to the centre of my lane, position 2, indicate traffic's moving off. We're still going, just feathering the rear brake with my foot. Indicator on, mirror check, and looking to where I'm going. Indicator off. Coming over to position 1 just to give myself a little bit of vision through the corner. This is looking good down here. Looks like we've got some roadworks or something going on, so just take my time going down here. I've got a broken down vehicle, so again keep your distance from the vehicle in front. Mirror check. And just using front and rear brake just to steady. Just mirror check, just balancing the brakes. Mirror check, checking the junction. Keeping left so I can see through the corner. Mirror check. And then I'm back into 3 again to the commanding position. Checking speed to 40. Mirror check, car behind me. Oncoming traffic, so I'm moving over. Looking through the corner, keeping over to the left, accelerating up the hill, coming into position 2 just to give myself an equal vision from either side of that van. Mirror check. I'm not going to be overtaking at all, so I'm just going to select fourth, and just rest the engine while we tickle up here. Coming over to my left as the bend goes right, we're looking into a 30-mile-an-hour limit. So I'm just going to take this speed down a little bit. Coming into, I can make that give way to oncoming vehicles. I can make that. It's now my right of way, even though he doesn't seem to think so. Coming up to a junction, mirror check, and I'm going to turn left, so I'm coming over to the left, looking right, changing down, picking up, coming over to the left so I can see through the corner. I can now see that the traffic is slow ahead of me. Again, I'm giving myself more vision through the corner by keeping over to the right. And again, using the IPSCA method, which is what we use: information, position, speed, gear, acceleration. Looking for traffic on the left hand side, just keeping away from that. Otherwise I'd normally be in position 1. So I'm staying in position 3 for now. Now coming into a 40, keeping left as the road goes to the right. I'm now coming over to the 3rd position in the lane, just giving myself enough vision through the corner again. It's just below 40 miles an hour. Junction to my left, keeping over to 3rd position, just in case anything should come out to there. Now coming over to the centre of the road, mirror check. Speed still 40 miles an hour. Junction ahead, so I'm going to come over to the 3rd position in the lane just to keep away from that. Car approaching from the right. Okay, so we're approaching a junction now. Intention is to go left, so I'm indicating left. Coming down the gearbox now, block change. Still in gear, right foot on the rear brake. Coming up to a must stop. So must adhere to the must stop. No traffic coming, so off we go. Still in a 30 here. Taking up central position just because it gives me more than enough vision. And we're now in the national speed limit. I've missed a couple of mirror checks, but they were done just so I can see what's behind me. I'm over into the 3rd position now, just shy of 2nd position, but I've got oncoming cars, so I'm just trying to increase my bubble just to protect me. Car coming out on the right hand side. I'm now moving over to the left, position 1, mirror check, and accelerating. Solid white line to my right, so there will be no overtaking up here. I'm still keeping my 3rd position in the lane. Mirror check. Just backing off now, just in case I get too close to this. I want to be able to see what's going on around him. So coming over to position 1 in order to see through the corner as we go right. And then we're coming into a 30 mile an hour speed limit. So I'm just backing off now, allowing the roll off the speed and just tickle through the village. No vehicles coming out of the left junction there, no vehicles coming out of the car park. Mirror check. Taking up position 3 now just to see through the bend. And coming over to position 1 again just to be able to see through the series of bends. Mirror check, car's quite a way behind me. Left junction is clear. Still in the 30. Heading into a national speed limit now. I'm just shy of the position 2, just so I can see round the corner. Junction on the left, clear. Mirror check, all clear behind me. So I'm coming over to position 1, looking through the corner to oncoming traffic, mindful of the national speed limit, keeping to the left, mirror check, Looking ahead now into the distance, I can see there's 3 cars plus this van. There could be an overtake on here, but it may take me over the speed limit. So I'm going to change down one and pick up. Mirror check, coming over to the right hand side, position 3. Staying in position 3, mirror check, just braking a little bit or rolling off for the corner. Just keeping an eye on what's ahead. No vehicles ahead, which is good. Rolling on the speed again a little bit more. Oncoming traffic, so no overtake there. I'm just going to hang back a little bit. There'll be an overtake ahead shortly. Mirror check, car still quite a way behind me. Picking up speed now, coming up to check. Overtake not on just because of the tractor, so I'm going to back out of that. And I'm not going to bother because basically we're going to come into a 40 in a minute. I'm just going to let the engine rest. Mirror check, car still quite a way behind me. Just coming into the second number 2 position because of oncoming traffic. Over to the left, position 1, and we're coming into the 40 mile an hour now, so I'm just rolling off now, change down and pick up. Into position 3 for maximum vision or view through the corner, and again coming over to the left hand side as the corner goes round to the right. Mirror check. There's the road. Goes round to the right. I should be turning right in a minute. So I'm going to come over to position 3, car coming out on the left hand side there, so I can avoid that and he can see me. So mirror check. Indicator on, preparing to slow for the corner. Position again, another mirror check. Changing down again, picking up. Indicator off. Central position of my lane, number 2 position. Following the car in front. We're still in a 40 here. So just positioning the bike into position 1. Now I should put it into position 3. Heeding for the car, oncoming traffic. Junction clear left or drive clear. Into a 40, so I'm just going to roll off a little bit. Just maintain speed through the corner in position 3. Just scanning ahead of me just to make sure that no cars are coming out of the driveways. Still in a 40 mile an hour, mirror check. Just keeping up to date with what's behind me. Coming out to position 3 again. Just going to avoid this drain cover, into position 2 and into position 1 for the right hand bend. We're into a 30 now, so I've rolled off and we're now in position 3 again, just to make sure I'm clear of the driveways and any junction. So we have a junction on the left here, give way. Just going to slow down just to make sure that I can see what's coming out and I'm prepared for it. Over to the position 3 to go through the bridge. Bearing in mind we're still at 30 miles an hour. avoiding all the grit and muck on the floor from the rain. Just heeding to the oncoming traffic as we come up the hill. Mirror check, tight left hand bend, keeping over to the left. I'm over into position 3 again, and then coming back into the centre as the car oncoming traffic. Central position again as we come up to a right hand bend. Can see straight the way through this bend as it goes round to the left. And being in position 2, I don't need to heed as I'm far enough away from the oncoming traffic. Mirror check. Looking ahead to see that there's nothing coming out from the junction and also the pub car park. Mirror check again, oncoming traffic, coming up to a junction, signalling left and preparing to slow down. And braking. Traffic to my right. Okay, so off we go. So we just take it easy, take command of this lane here. Indicate. Mirror check anyway. And in we go. And there's Auntie Jean with the dogs. Okay, so we'll just pop this on the side of the road. Gravel. That's another story. And there we go. I hope that gave you an insight as to the IPSCA method. So there we go. So if you enjoyed that, give me a thumbs up and subscribe below. And you can follow my journey as I go through completing my observer training. Ooh, here we go. Okay, goodbye for now.